Okay, so it's Nikki here, and I thought I'd do a quick video about Oracle cards because it's in this week's assignment that we've been talking about it. We talked a little bit about it last week, and a few people have been asking me how to use Oracle cards, what they are, why do we need them, and also how to use them with a painting. So I thought I would show you just a couple of my packs of the Oracle cards and then also talk about how I use them both with the intuitive painting and then also in everyday life. So I thought I'd start with my favourite pack, which is the Energy Oracle, the Sandra Ann Taylor. And the way I tend to choose Oracle cards, often it's through Amazon because I'm in France and to find English Oracle cards it's not possible in the shop, so I do get them on Amazon. And the first thing I look at is the image on the cards, and if they speak to me, if they're easy to read, if I can easily get symbolic messages off them, if the words mean something to me. So that's the first thing. And then I will go and look at the commentaries, the reviews, and to see what people say. And a lot of people who write the comments are often people who use oracle cards a lot, and they will pick up the energies, how good they are, the imagery, the quality of the cards, etc. So they're the two things I do tend to go for. And then when I'll show you, I have got nearly all my cards out here, most of them. But when I actually come to do a reading, this is one of my go-to packs. There'll be 3 or 4 packs that really speak to me, that kind of resonate with me. And that means the fact that every time I use them, the message is very clear. It really relates to what I'm going through or the person is going through. There's other cards that don't really do that for me. They just don't speak to me, but I'll tend to use them at some point. And when you get your first pack of Oracle cards, it's good to connect with them. And that means by putting your energy into them. And that can be by continually shuffling the cards. It can be sleeping with them under your pillow, having them next to you, carrying them with you, so that your cards connect to your energy, so they become part of you. And so when you get cards, you will have often inside, you will also have a little booklet. And the little booklet, for those who have never used cards before, they can be quite useful. They give you some confidence. They will give you, at the beginning, how to prepare for reading. The different types of spreads you can do with 1 card, 3 card, etc. And then the meanings of the cards. And some of them will have an upright and a reversed meaning. Not all of them do, but some of them do. So it just goes through all the cards. When I very first started using Oracle cards years ago, I did used to use the booklets. Now I tend to go by my own intuition. There we go, just by chance. I go with what the card speaks to me or what messages come through to me. And then sometimes I will just go back and have a look and just see if it means anything more or if there's any other message it can give me. But I tend to prefer to go with what my intuitive feeling is, which is how it is when we do our painting, that there's no booklet written. And this is why I think it's a really nice way to do with Oracle cards. It's another fun way of working with your intuition. The more you do it, the more you'll start to see pictures coming in or messages coming in. Oh, one of my paintings fallen down. I tend to get phrases coming in or words coming in. But I'll just show you. So this card, I can show you the different pictures. I love them because they're very rich. I find them a very rich financial. See this never by chance how the words come in. They do speak to me a lot. Different the words and the images mean something. When I come things like man holding a coin, I'll often think, okay, you know, it could be abundance. It doesn't have to be about a man. It could be, you know, abundance coming in from a left brain activity, from, you know, from logic, etc. There's some really, I just love the pictures. They just speak to me. They feel good in my hand. And the words are short enough to help me make my own conclusion. So they're just beautiful. They feel good in my hand. So when I want to do a reading, I will often say to Spirit, okay, Spirit, what do you want me to know today? You can talk to God, you can talk to anybody you want, your guides, Christ, Mary, yourself, your high consciousness. For me, I just say the Spirit and divine. For me, it just feels open to anybody who wants to give me that message. And then I will sometimes knock. So that gets rid of any old energies from another reading. And it also wakes up the cards, but it shakes out the energies. I will then split the cards, and I will just do a first shuffle. There's a lot of stuff I've learned by watching people on YouTube who do tarot readings, and yeah, I pick up bits of them, how they do it. And I kind of thought, well, I'll have a go myself and see how this goes. And then I will start to shuffle and asking the cards, what do you want to show me today? Is there anything the cards want to show me today? Now, there's two ways people do this. Some people will split the card, for example, into 3 and then put them up and then take a card. Or you can, so people just take the 1, 2, 3. Or some people will take, I don't know, a card from the middle and see how that goes. Strategy. Different strategies of working with your cards. But for me, I prefer to see what jumps out. It just feels very much more that they're telling me. Another one comes out. And any more cards from Spirit, please, today? Any more cards from Spirit? What else does Spirit want to tell me today? Is there anything else? And 2 have come out. Healer of the Ages, Blossom Abundance, the 6th chakra, and Angel of Balance. Which is quite funny because the 6th chakra is the 3rd eye, which is all about intuition, which is what we're talking about in the cards. So we have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, Angel of Balance, Healer of the Ages, and Blossoming Abundance. And then from that, I tend to look at the cards and just see what flows in messages. You know, it's there's so many things you can read from. I'm not actually doing a reading now, but 6th chakra. So for me, that's all about intuition of, you know, tuning in to how you feel. Angel of Balance, to me, what comes to mind is the balance between the head and the heart. That it's really working with the two. Healer of the Ages. So again, this is also probably about the, you know, the healing properties that maybe we're working with or using the cards for healing. I'm just putting things that come through the mind at the minute. But I love this card, the Blossoming Abundance. So, you know, it could be the abundance of messages coming in that once we really begin to tune in to our 3rd eye, and maybe having much more of a balance between the head and the heart and not letting the head rule, and then receiving the healing messages and allowing that abundance to open up to us. So that would be how I would do it. You can also say, well, you know, I just want to choose a card for today. What's my card for the reading? So for example, let's do the other way. Let's say, okay, today I want to have a card to help me with my painting. Okay, what should I be concentrating on in my painting work? And sometimes I would just think, okay, one shot out. The thinking man. Or you could just say, okay, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to take the top card up. Magician and the mirror. So that automatically feels to me, Magician and the mirror is the painting. What is the painting mirroring back to me? What is it wanting to show me that I'm not wanting to see? I'm just trying to see. There we go. So then I would probably, you can either do it this way of looking at the card and then thinking, okay, I'm going to focus on that, allow that to come through in the painting. Or you can just simply take a card and put it to one side, paint, choose your oils, do your painting, and then at the end come back with the card and just see what it says for you. In general, oracle cards I tend to use, and you know that there's many ways that oracle cards can be used to see what you want to focus on for the day. If you want to look about a particular situation, you can ask the cards, what do I need to know today? What do I need to focus on? What do I need to let go of today? Any questions, just ask it and keep repeating that question while you're shuffling the cards. So what do I need to let go of today? What do I need to let go of today? And then, you know, this is up to you and it's finding your own method. There's no right or wrong method. And that's what I like about oracle cards, probably compared to tarot cards, that you can do it your way. These are your cards to play with and see how you tune into them. I'll just show you another pack of cards that I did do a reading with in the group, which are these treasures within cards, and these actually come with a little stickers to put on little blends you can do. They don't have a booklet. What they are like, if I just get them back into the right way, they have the emotion on one side, and then on the back they have the emotion, and they have affirmations and then essential oils you can use with them, and they are specifically designed with doTERRA in mind. They do have the balanced deep blue, they have the mixers on. So with this I would shuffle them, and then I would probably just take a card, acceptance, and then turn around. Acceptance, I'm a perfect reflection of my beautiful soul. I am loved and accepted. Nothing can disturb my inner peace. And then the oils I can use, bergamot, lang lang, rose, spikenard and jasmine. So you could actually use these by, one thing comes to mind on the paper, to write on your first layer. You could actually write the emotion of acceptance. Choose the oils to use in the painting and then paint through them. And why not on the top layer is to actually write in the affirmation. This actually might be a thing I might do in the group. Actually, we could have a go at this, for everyone to choose a card. And these are really good ideas as well to use with your teams, with your groups. They're a really fun way of working with emotions and the paintings. And I haven't actually used them before with my painting, so I might gonna have a go. But there's negative and there's positive emotions, and they're really beautifully done. So that just gives you a little pointer into how to use cards. As I said, just connect your cards and then choose a couple of cards either before the painting and focus on it, or to wait until the end of the painting and look at the cards then and see what comes up. And I think they're a really good way of tuning into images and illustrations and just to see what messages come up. It's a really, really fun way, and I think it's a great way of developing along with your cards, along with your paintings. I'll just show you just a couple more packs. This is another one that I really love, again, because the imagery is so beautiful. They're really... So it all depends what resonates with you. But have a play, have fun, and then let me know in the group how it all goes with you with your cards.